Okay, so this video, because you guys are kind of have to do your own research on this, I'm going to try and point you in the right direction the best that I can. There's a place called Elysium Fields. Okay? Elysium Fields is in hell. If you look at the picture to the right over here, you see the two pillars. You'll see that it goes up. Here's a seal here, here's a seal here. It goes up. You notice in this poem about the Elysium Fields, it says the porthole. And then it talks about Jacob in here. Well, if I posted the whole thing. Anyways, it talks about ascending by degrees. Diamonds. I just did that video on Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Here's its portholes here. This one's busted. These ones ain't. In the Bible, it's called Shinar. The fields at Shinar. And I'm pretty sure that Elysium Fields and Shinar is where you get the word Shriner. Because these guys come up out of hell. This is what happened at Sandy Hook. I'm pretty sure. When I drew the cube at Sandy Hook, that's the porthole. And that stairwell, that's the porthole. They come up, they grab these people, and they take them down. Just like the dude in Florida. There's no bullet holes in Sandy Hook. There's no shooting. Sandy Hook is nothing but witchcraft. Those parents were glad to give those kids up. Because that would be the equivalent to Isaac going to sacrifice Jacob. They're glad to do it because they get rewarded for doing that stuff. I'm pretty sure this is what's going on. I can get the rest of this poem, but I'm pretty sure this is what this is. Angels ascending and descending. I'm going to tell you something. The halo and the horns that you see are the same thing. The halo, it is just representing the whole thing, and the horns are just representing the two pillars. These guys come here. It's like, think of it like this. It's a vacation spot. They come here, they fuck around, they cause problems, they murder, and they do all of this shit, and then they leave. And then they come back and they do it. We don't know how to do that. We're blocked. See how their two pillars in this picture are identical? They're identical. You see these two pillars here? How they're broke? This is them. You see how the stairway goes up? Ours is busted. Theirs is working. They come here, they cause mischief and mayhem, murder, problems, and then they leave. And they don't ever have to worry about being held accountable for it. And the Jews are tied way into this, but I got news for you. That porthole for the Jews is going to close. And then they're going to be stuck here with us. And that's called the trouble in the house of Jacob. That's when the world turns around and says, okay, enough of this shit with the Jews. Because at some point, the world's going to figure this shit out. So you can go research this yourself. I'm not going to help you out anymore with this. These dudes are coming up out of hell because that's what this whole Saturn Jew thing is. This is what ties the Jews to Saturn. They come up. They fuck around up here, just like that movie, remember? I showed you, the movie 9. The dude kept coming here, and he was always affecting people's worlds and stuff, and then he would go back. Well, that's where he was going. He was going back to hell. That's where these guys come from. The Jews are tied in with that, and that's why they haven't been stomped out of existence, because we're literally cut off from God. So they kind of have a special way here. they ascend. That's why they're called, when you talk about this stuff, they talk about ascended masters, because they're coming from below, they're ascending. If they were like Jesus, they would be descending masters, because they would be coming down. This is what the deal is. That's where those kids from Sandy Hook went. Nobody got killed, they just got taken. There's no bullet holes in that school. Nothing. They just got taken. And if they didn't get taken, their bodies got inhabited, like that evil little shit kid I showed you in that picture. Let me go grab that real quick. This little kid here, that's one of the kids from Sandy Hook. Look at her eyes. There ain't nothing in there, because that ain't human. At least not anymore. Because what was ever in that kid got taken. And so that kid is just a shell. That's what's going on here. So you can go look all this stuff up, start studying. But I'm telling you, this is pretty much it. They come up, they fuck around, they do whatever they want to, and then they go back down. It's always been that way, and for right now, that's the way it's going to stay. Their pillars are working, they go up, ours is busted. I mean, I don't know why anybody would want to go down into hell, but we're basically what this is representing is we're cut off. So they're cut off and we're cut off from God, both of us. But they come up into our world and then go back into their own. We're just stuck here and we're fucking fish in a barrel. This is how it appears to be to me.